All right, guys. Good morning, everyone. It's December 10th, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Got plenty of time here before the market opens. Right now, I'm watching IMMP. Just did a breakout trade on this one, but I closed it when it failed to break right here. I was thinking maybe I should hold it, but hey, whatever. Didn't. I'm up slightly so far on IMMP, up 240 bucks on this one. My trades aren't showing, unfortunately, but I was trading breakouts and trading some pullbacks. Nothing really too aggressive, but now it's really popping here, huh? Huge high here. If we break 650, we could run to 8 without major resistance. That's what I'm waiting for. Let's go to the weekly chart, see if we can find some of these areas. You can kind of see we have a little bit of tethering here at 550 and then 650 and then right here at around 8. Really good area, maybe even 750. Strong run up right now we're seeing. Looks like there may be some streaming issues, but I'm not totally sure. All right, you guys are saying everything looks and sounds good. That's nice. So we just reviewed IMMP a little bit. I'll do a full review on this ticker in a sec, but right now I'm seeing if we could still maybe day trade it right here. We just had a quick pullback. We might see $6 acting as some nice support, so I'm kind of watching this one. This looks a little bit more like a fake out here. Wouldn't mind to see a bit more of a flag pattern. Last breakout move was about 19%. We had about a 6% pullback, and now we're at about 17% high. 6.5 is definitely some serious resistance, so we want to keep an eye on for that. Biggest volume now on this fake out. That low is roughly in the 21s. Let's see if we can get a move into the teens. I'm not really sure if we're going to see that. Six 620, you can see a bit of support there. Long here at 18. Buying off the support. Looking for another breakout, ideally past 30. Sellers are kind of strong here, though. I'm going to close this one out. Ideally, I was looking for that break. I didn't really like my setup. I felt like, yeah, okay, it's actually a little bit better than I expected. I sold at 22. I was a little bit nervous here, so I just kind of closed it out. I'm usually don't trade this close to the market open, but thought we had some potential. Yeah, okay, so we did have a little bit of potential. That was kind of the move I was waiting for, but I gotta say, when we didn't break back above the 20s right away, I was kind of like, that's not really what I was looking for. So yeah, I could have held this one a little bit longer, walked away with like maybe an additional 6-7 cents a share. Let's see if we can get that move over 6.5. Just kind of watching it. Man, that Dash IPO yesterday was crazy, and then also the Airbnb IPO today is going to be pretty interesting. Be watching both of those. Yeah, nice move. Okay, so coulda, shoulda, woulda, held this one a little bit longer. Did exactly what I wanted to. I was going through my stats for December, and the day trading stats are pretty good. I'm up over 80% success ratio, but my risk reward right now isn't that hot. I actually have right now my average loss a little bit higher percentage wise than my average win, which isn't always the case. We're usually ending the week or ending the month at like 1 to 1.5 risk reward ratio, which is okay for day trading. So right now we're in a little bit of a deficit there. Clearly I'm taking profits too soon. I don't think I'm holding on to losers too long, because yesterday I did once, but on average I think that's okay. I'm just taking my profits way too fast, and IMMP was a perfect example of me taking my profits too fast just now. Hit that big 6.5 area we were talking about. That pre-market high was at 6.9 just for one big spike there. Kind of crazy. And now we've really built up a lot of momentum coming all the way back to that area. Yeah, we could review. We could check out SSPK as well. You can see SSPK popping up on our chart right now. I was looking at SSPK earlier. I wasn't super excited. Where was that? It was somewhere in this little run up here to 13, and I was watching it here, and I was like, man, this has such little volume. I'm not really sure if I want to trade this. But ever since then, it's up another $2 a share. So had a little bit more momentum than I was expecting, gotta say. I think IMMP is still a nicer trade. It is a little bit overextended potentially here in this area. Tyler. Ooh, that tea is hot. So IMMP is an Australian biotech, 46 million float. They have a breast cancer study. Significant survival rate. Statistically significant, always good news. %50 longer and 74% longer versus the placebo. or the other, not necessarily placebo, the other cure. I like the upside potential, and I like the former spike ability on IMMP. Both those things are making me pretty excited. We've traded this one before, and today we're having that big relative volume breakout. You can kind of see it here. Having some resistance around 650. No, Tigran, you can see here I only traded IMMP. It's the only ticker I'm actually that's showing. It's because it's the only one I traded. GLSI was the big runner from yesterday. So that was like over 2,000% rally. Somewhere in here, 3,000% at the high. It actually held its highs pretty well too, I gotta say. I wasn't trading at pre-market. I didn't have a good read on this one. We have SLS popping up on our scanner as well, and then SSPK we could review. Let's see what we can learn from this ticker. It's like something just froze there for a second. 23 million float, 300 million market cap. Right now it's gapping up about 38%. This is a SPAC. Not totally sure what they are invested in. Not seeing any specific news on it. Here we go. Leading technology platform they want to take public for cannabis. Oh, okay, a cannabis SPAC. That's actually interesting. Let's actually put this in our cannabis watch list that we were building yesterday. WM Holding Company. Weed Maps, the cannabis listing site. Ramoli says it's raining in Phoenix. Uh-oh. It's one of those days. Very interesting on SSPK. If we've seen anything about SPACs, if we learned anything about SPACs, then we know there's a lot to come probably. So keep an eye on SSPK. I like this one so far. What is that listing? I'm not seeing him. Nice, Sean. Slaying IMMP. So yeah, SSPK, guys, definitely worth putting on the watch list, huh? Let's go ahead and close the cannabis ones for now. Nice breakout there on IMMP again. 9:17 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Strong mover. It's up on Cancer News. Yeah, IMMP is super extended, huh? Oh yeah, Jared, that rocket explosion was no joke. I felt like everyone knew something was wrong when it was coming down super fast. I was like, woo, and then whack. Centi billionaires, that's intense. Giuliani's already out of the hospital. That's impressive. Very quick, huh? Yeah, did you guys hear about this? USA with the highest death toll, over 3,000 people passed away yesterday. That's really high. Takes a Pfizer BioNTech. Have you guys been checking out the BioNTech BNTX vaccine? U.S. Air Force gives lift to flying taxis. The government will invest in AI matchmaking programs to boost the country's failing birth rate programs. Yeah, USA. Let me just if I can hear. Wow, IMMP with that nice spike all the way to 7. I was not trading it anymore after my last trade right here. Nice little breakout, but I sold before the breakout a little bit too soon. Kind of got shaken out there based on the price actions. SSPK could be a really, really good SPAC to go along with. So I got this one on my watch list here. I'm not sure if I will invest into it today or whatnot, but it's definitely on the radar. These cannabis companies are really, really spiking heavy lately. And I think this could be a solid upcoming play, especially into the merger. So holding SSPK even for like 1-2 months would definitely be something I would consider. Today was just a big move for it, so it's kind of hard to think about how I want to trade it now. Anything under 13 could be a good buy, but I don't know. I think also just kind of waiting this one out, waiting for some sort of consolidation at one point again. I'm sure you could get it entry closer to 10 at one point. It's hard to say what the some of the better moves are today. I mean, with SLS, second green day on this one. I'm never too crazy about the second green day, but I think we have some interesting opportunities. My eyes are on IMMP, but most likely, I mean, there's a good chance it might be selling off quite a bit at the open based on how extended it is. I actually didn't check that one out well, boys. SLS is USA Biotech, 58 million market cap, 8 million float. They already had some offering news a few months ago. That's a big deal. $202 million, $7 million upfront. I mean, this is a $60 million company, so I mean, it's quite significant. Yeah, Constantine, thanks. I'll just do that now so I don't forget. I got SLS right now on my second screen. I was kind of hoping it would do something. I'm going to put MMP on my second screen for now. Kind of be ready to go to trade this one at the market open. I really think IMMP is the one I'll be watching out of the gates, and then from there we're going to be bouncing around a little bit, I think, based on what has the best price action. SLS is kind of interesting, but it seems like there's some other gappers that might be a little bit more promising. But it's really, really hard to say. NEOS kind of popping up from the lows here. It's sub-dollar, and it did sell off quite a bit, so I'm not really too interested in this ticker. But I wouldn't be surprised if maybe it did have a quick move back above 1, but just not super aggressive on that. With UTSI really trending down here, not looking like the best gapper. But it does have some decent volume here, and something between 1.5 and 1.65 could be some really good support, so definitely worth paying attention to. Lacking a catalyst. So I'm not sure if we're going to trade that one. GLSI, I'm just not sure if I want to touch this one. It's been a heck of a ride. I didn't trade GLSI yesterday. It's not my standard kind of ticker. I mean, this is one where, you kind of hope for the best, I feel like. It did have really nice momentum, and then buying into that momentum during power hour would have been a good way to go. It was just constantly getting halted, so you would have kind of had to get lucky to, get out on one of these halts at the right time. Because after that, this was a pretty heavy dip here, 70%. So it's just a bit of a roller coaster trading GLSI. Corey seemed to slate it. There is quite a few of you guys that did absolutely great on GLSI. Yeah, Ross was up quite a bit. That's why I never say, this is not a good ticker. Just like for me personally, it's hard to be consistent on a ticker like this. You're probably going to make unconsistently big profit or big losses, right? But hey, if you're feeling it and you feel like you got a flow on it, go for it. Just because I'm not trading something doesn't mean not to trade it. All right, guys, good luck here. IMMP opening up in just a few seconds, so good luck, everyone. Here we go. That hive 7. My next price point for IMMP is around 8. Let's see if we can get it. We're just watching IMMP right now. Crawling up here. Got to be careful on these instant spikes. They do sometimes sell off quite aggressively. IMMP is technically overextended here. New high of day. Check out the 5-minute chart. VLDR below 19 might add to my swing trade. Huge move on IMMP. I think a lot of people right now, since GLSI was so crazy yesterday, they're waiting for that second GLSI. IMMP leading the gappers right now, followed by SSPK, and then GLSI, big volume there again. Looks like it was even halted. Whoa, HYLN guys below 1730. This could be a great swing trade on Hillian. IMP with that high of 7.5. Could instantly rip to 8. Watching it closely here. Found a little bit of support right around the 9 EMA again. Gotta say, I'm kind of impressed how well this one's holding up. Everyone's wondering if IMMP is going to break the 7.5 high. UTSI being called out. Under $10 million volume, so it does have a little bit lighter volume. Big sell-off there as well. Bit sketchy. I wasn't too stoked about some of these other poppers. Oh, we got a ticker called Edit. That's kind of funny. Nice move, though. IMMP, guys, holding this area really well. This could be a possible trade on IMMP. Trying to break out right now. GLSI is going to open up at 36.40. IMMP, possible break here at 7.5. Just broke 7.5. Small position size at 742. Looking for the move over 8. Sold there at 772. No, it's 7.7. Small size. That's why I was kind of more chill about it. Looking for that break of 8. Heck of a mover, this one. 935. Thanks for Molly. Everyone's watching 8. We had that high of 779. Possible small size here at 50. Entry at 52. Maybe another fill we're going to get on this one at 70. Bit of a flush here. Entry, 1,000 shares long. Second fill, looking for the break at 8. Selling early. Sold there the rest of the shares. Early size. Didn't get that quick pullback that I was hoping for, so that messed up my trade overall. Looks like we might see that break though of 8. I sold that second size at 65, so I could have, should have, would have held a little bit longer. I'll show you guys my December stats later. I've definitely been closing my positions too quick this month. It's been a really hot month, so I'm not usually used to like such nice action. So closing usually where I usually do right now isn't normally the worst idea. But also showing that I'm not adjusting as quick enough, and maybe I'm lacking a little bit of conviction behind some of these moves. What I did to manage risk a little bit is I used half size first, and then I bought again another 500 shares to get my full $7.5 thousand size. It's been a hot mover so far, up 250% IMMP. Are we going to see this break at 8? I feel like we might. Cracking the 9 EMA just slightly. Either this is a bit of a healthy pullback, maybe a little bit more consolidation, or this is a full-on backside, start of the backside. Hard to say. $8 is big resistance though. After a pretty, we all know IMMP is overextended, but we just don't know how overextended it will get. I mean, if we look at GLSI, you know, I would have said it was overextended many times, and it went up 3,000%, you know. But it was also getting halted a lot more. Usually a ticker that's getting halted that much is a little bit higher chance of going full exponential because people can't properly trade it. GLSI should have opened up at 36.40 or something like that. So the fact that it didn't kind of worries me. I guess maybe it's a 10-minute hold. Maybe there's news pending. It's really hard to say. These halts are crazy on it, 14%. Yeah, Mark, you're absolutely right on that. Dip buying I'm more comfortable with. It's a bit more of my kind of go-to. So it's like, since I'm more comfortable, I tend to hold a little bit longer. With the breakout trading, yeah, I still got a lot to get better on it. So that's exciting though. I mean, I like looking at my stats and thinking, you know, there's so much more for me to learn and get better at, and that makes me even more excited. What's up, Bala? Welcome to the community. It's not every moment I'm looking at the video screen, so saw you creeping in there. Watching IMMP on my top screen. Man, if you guys don't have a screen above your main screen, I shifted it from the right to above, and I really like it. It's much better for my neck, I feel like. I used to always have a sore neck at the end of the day because I looked to my right the whole time. So, good stuff. And you're still along EXPR. That was such a crazy ticker. Yeah, the earnings were pretty nasty on that ticker. Big resistance here. I'm surprised, or I don't know where you got in, but this was a strong move. My goal on EXPR was the break of $1. I was trading that because I didn't want, or I was hoping that the company didn't want to get delisted. So I was trading a delisting kind of strategy. Let's go back to IMMP. Possible break of 8. Possible break here. Seeing if we can get an entry closer to 80. Got an entry there at 80. Let's see if we can get a break of 8. Small size here. Could average into it. Healthy pullback so far. Could sell off a bit more though. Another fill there. Still looking for a move above 8. Bit of a flush there. I'm gonna close this one out. Taking an $80 loss on that one. I was looking for the break of 8. We didn't get the break of 8, so I closed the position. That's simple. Always remember, guys, you gotta cut your losses. And think about it. That was a failed breakout. I'm not the only one cutting my losses on that failed break of 8. So what does that mean? Now we have a new temporary floor at around 7.6, right? Because that's where everyone's trying to get out, roughly where I got out on that first bounce back to the upside. I got out at 7.69. I entered at 7.79. So I took about a 10 cents a share loss on that one. But because it was a failed breakout, a lot of people are going to be trying to get out. And that's why it hit that area and reversed again. Doesn't mean it's not going to break 8. It's trying to crawl back. This is a very aggressive ticker. It's still on the front side of the move. We're above the 9 EMA. We're above VWAP. This is a very aggressive lead gapper in a hot sector right now. After GLSI, it could easily pop above 8. I was just managing risk. So now we're back at my former entry here at 7.75. Looking for that break at 8. Volume is fading a little bit. That's making me a bit nervous, I gotta admit. Check out the volume here. That might be a reason I might not trade this. Looks like another fake out. I might be done trading IMMP shortly here. Alfie's right, Ali. You come here every single day or anywhere, you know, just watch the market open, study your past trades, understand why you're trading what you're doing, have a thesis, trade your thesis, and you're going to look back in 3 months, 6 months, 9 months and be like, wow, I'm getting better and better. Thanks, Harley. Should have made a better thesis. Yeah, Mika's right. There's also a whole entire foundation video series. Check out that first link under the video description /connect for anyone that's learning how to day trade or swing trade. We got a whole entire foundation video series that'll get you caught up to speed exactly what we're doing here. Let's keep looking here, guys. GLSI, it looks like it did open up. I missed that open. Then it got halted again. So this thing's up 28% since the open. Man, who's trading GLSI today? Corey, are you secretly trading GLSI? Why do I feel like you are? So absolutely nice move over 100. This is not really a ticker for me. This is a ticker I'd maybe even consider putting like 100 shares in and just being like, let's see what happens. Well, actually 100 would be pretty, wait, that's a huge position size. Maybe like 10 shares, I don't know. Yeah, Micah, 10 shares. I was like, wait, not 100. One share. Yeah, okay. I like what you guys are doing. You're getting your toes wet. Ali, click on this link and then click the foundation video series, and then you can study this. It'll take like 1 to 2 hours. Study the checklist, get in the Discord group, check out the old videos. We have a whole video on the $25,000 challenge on the YouTube channel. There's tons of stuff. Ooh, IMMP, huge flush there. 10% down. Looks like David got stuck in IMMP. Man, that was nasty. The fading volume, just like several of you guys said as well, this was a big red flag here. Big resistance at 8, an overextended ticker. Those were all reasons why I cut my losses here and I didn't retrade here. Oh, sorry guys for getting stuck in that one. That was a nasty, nasty dip. 10% or so. You'll see what it does there. ADT finally above 9. I think I'm freaking finally positive on ADT. $150 positive on ADT for the first time I feel like ever. We're down on VLDR. Nice bounce on the ticker. I should have took that opportunity to buy more, but I was kind of focused here on some other plays. Let me see if I can look into any of these Helena at 17 I think is a great pretty good buy. We might see something in the 15s, but I'm not totally sure. I'll put this down to 70 for now. See if we can get an even better entry. I'm gonna have to put some more funds in this account soon. EDIT, nice little bounce here. SLS selling off. UTSI, good call out, guys. UTSI kind of always has these little bit of flushes. Yeah, KCAC was a really good trade, but I sold it way too early. I sold it hundreds of percents too early. Let's just say, bought it. What was that? 14.5, went to like $90 or something like that, pre-market. I sold at 20. Nice pullback there to 2.3 on UTSI. Based on what we've seen on this one before, I'm still a little bit nervous entering here. Doesn't really have a catalyst from what I was aware of. Huge resistance above. Oh, okay, had a little bit of a bounce there, not too bad. IMMP had a pretty strong bounce off of VWAP. I wasn't expecting such a strong bounce. Yeah, fair enough, calm down. Especially with companies you like. GLSI now halted on the way down. This is why I'm not trading GLSI. It's a total gamble. Could make a decent money off of it, but you could also lose a decent money off of it. It's hard to replicate a trading strategy on that ticker. UTSI is getting a bit closer to the price point that I was hoping for. Low 23s could be a decent entry on this ticker. Got to be a bit careful buying the dips though. 23 just hit it for a second. $23 might get chipped away here. Long at 218 on UTSI. High 20s would be a great sell. Not sure if we're going to get that. $220s, decent buyers. IMMP possibly moving back to the upside. just try to close this one. It's getting a little bit too much into my risk area. Gotta be careful. I'm dip buying these stocks lately. Taking a loss on this one. Just gonna see if I could reduce my loss on it a little bit. Sold most of it at 16. Still holding a decent share size. Still selling off here. Cracking 210 possibly. Had to cut my losses on that one. Lost 110 bucks. Luckily I had a smaller size. Is what it is. I'm going to quickly run to the restroom, fill up my tea. I'll be right back. All right, guys. I just got done snorting the lines. No. We're not that crazy. Okay, so let's get back here. IMMP, still watching it. I like it still actually the most. UTSI, I gotta put my glove back on. Yeah, I took a small loss on this one. Try to do a dip trade. You know, I always say you got to be careful with the dip buying. And somehow lately, I still dip buy them, and they get me all the time. So, I don't know. Man, am I funny. On constantly messing up. GLSI still halted, man. I think if I was in GLSI, I probably would be on the floor right now with a heart attack or something like that. SSPK popping up here after a pretty vicious sell-off. Markets are kind of break even. Bitcoin down a little bit. Trying to get my bearings again here. When do I think UTSI will go up? I don't know if it will. That's why I'm not looking at it right now, but I mean, you know, we've traded tickers like this before that literally just kept on going down in a straight line. So that's why you cut your losses. Might have a nice, I mean, having a little bit of a bounce here. I'm a little pessimistic on a sell-off like that. I knew this thing was going to flush pretty heavy, and that's why I didn't trade this 9 EMA bounce, because we had 2 flushes back here. So to me, I was like, okay, well, this one has that kind of history of not performing well. So that's why I was extra careful already with trading it, and at least that allowed me to manage my risk a little bit better. What about NEOS? Yeah, good call here on NEOS. Also having a nice breakout. My problem with NEOS, and I said this pre-market, is the fact that it sold off well over 55%. I think it almost hit 60, 57. So it's just not a ticker where I feel like I really want to go long on. I gotta say though, it really found a good bottom at 60 or 57, 60% down from pre-market highs. And then it, you know, had a nice curl. So when you notice there was a bit of a triple bottom here and it held the triple bottom, and then we were breaking above this area, that would have been a good time to get long it. Easy to say in hindsight, right? But for now, I'm not really sure if I wanna trade this one. Right now it's 10:03. Tyler says I missed the AAL dip. Man, right now, guys, is a good time to maybe go long on some swing trades, some mid caps, some large caps that you've been waiting to get into. It's been a bit of a pullback season these last 2 days, so I'm maybe we'll really start focusing on swing trades here in a second, because I've already been kind of jumping around the swing trades a little bit. It's a lot of interesting stuff. SSPK, I gotta say, is quite interesting itself. Up 10%. I had my alert here seeing if we're going to crack 13. I don't know if we will. Where's my Jets order? I'm going to move my Jets order. I kind of want to remove my ADT order because it's taking up so much size. Oops, that's not supposed to be 2,000. 2,400. Yeah, maybe we can get a second entry on this one. I'll do the 2,500. See if we can get a little bit better fill on this one. I have enough to average down on this one, so that's my goal, to average down into SSPK if that happens. There's not too much money on this account specifically, so I have the ability to do one more limit order pretty much, which I really wanted Laser. I really want QS. There's a lot of tickers I'm watching, so I might have to sell ADT because this one, what is that? That's a pretty decent. That's like 349 times what? 8.57 pretty much. 8.57. Well, the position size isn't actually as big as I thought. For some reason, I thought my position size was a little bit more than that. I do like ADT. But just a lot of opportunity, and you know, sometimes you got to pick your battles. Yeah, Tyler, definitely. I would love to do that. Just throw it in the Discord under swing trades when you're done, and maybe or email me if you want it, if you want as well. I also want to buy ABNB today. Oh, there's so many tickers I want to buy. Oh, there goes IMMP. Who's long under VWAP? I'm not. I'm a little nervous on this ticker, to be honest. Last 3 big spikes have all been sell volume. What am I cleaning up? I guess, you know, practice, I suppose, is the only thing I can really answer. What are you signing up for premium? Let's see, IMMP, let's see if we can break this 12% down right now. I wonder if it's gonna find us some support here. Ugh, I don't want to really be buying backside of the moves, but typically this is a really good setup. Not AI, I'm talking about IMMP, if you guys are wondering. Nice, St. Clair. That's what I like to hear, man. That's what everyone has to figure out for themselves. I don't have any premium memberships. Not that I'm aware of. Unless you're talking about Skillshare. But yeah, you could sign up for a trial account, do the whole video course in a few hours, and you can cancel your Skillshare account. So that's why I always say it's free, because technically it is free. OnlyFans account. Listen, it's all about diversification, St. Clair. Rick, it's a SPAC in the cannabis space. That's why there's no history. Did anyone get long this IMMP dip? I was kind of thinking about it, but I don't know. You guys are nasty. Just a bunch of uncontrolled animals in this chat room. PFE. See, PFE, Pfizer, is a perfect example of a company that I don't day trade or swing trade. I bought a bunch of Pfizer when it sold off like 10% over 2 days. When the CEO sold, I put it blindly in my investment portfolio, and I'm looking to hold for a while. So that's like classic company where PFE, where I don't really want to be trading it. Right here, this is where we bought Pfizer, and we went through this exact entry as a group together. We had a big breakout here after the BioNTech news, and then we sold off after Moderna came out with their vaccine that was better at the time, and then the CEO was dumping shares, like a lot of shares, and then we dumped into this 35% zone, and this is where I was accumulating Pfizer. So my position's up nicely, like 20% or so. Plus, there's a nice dividend on Pfizer. So I just don't see why I would day trade a company or swing trade a company That's kind of more of a long-term kind of play. It's a bit of a slow mover. It's a bit cyclical. It's just a little bit harder to maybe day trade. So I like to day trade and swing trade momentum stocks. Michael, it should be around noon. Yesterday, Dash opened up at around noon. Michael, I says I can't take it. Are you still in GLSI, Michael? What's the plan? Yeah, John said it pretty well. I mean, a SPAC is a company that's looking to acquire another company. We've been seeing it in the EV space for a long time. We talked about SPACs here almost daily, and I got some videos talking about SPACs too, if you guys are curious. Oh yeah, I can make a video on the layout. It's a fairly simple layout. I got the volume, I got RSI, I got the news, the company, growth, some stuff about the company profile, that's what it's called, and the overall chart, usually on the daily or 4-hour. Wow, the day trading guys almost totally dried up for a second here. What is going on? Peter says definitely backside. Super true, yeah. IMMP is 100% backside territory. Is VWAP my favorite study? I don't know. I think I don't know if I have a favorite. I have like a combination of favorites. I like my VWAP and 9 EMA to identify uptrending, downtrending, and buying and selling opportunities. And then I have my daily and weekly major support and resistance areas for where price might have some difficulties or support. And then just combine all that together. Nice. Ross is done with 30K up. That's solid. Nice, Michael. The company profile, if you just click here on the right side, or maybe, no, that's news. No, it should be chart 3. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm on the wrong one. Charts. Here we go. Phase. No, maybe it's called phase score. Yeah, it's called phase score. Sorry. I thought it was called company profile. In Webull, it's called company profile. I think that's why I was confused or something like that. I don't know. It's called phase scores. Sorry about that. I really wish I could move these bottom columns around. I would really like the order book to be over here, and the news maybe over here as well, and the charts to the left, but I can't do that, unfortunately. Yeah, Ali, sprint through that. You'll be a little bit more up to speed, and then every day, don't stress so much about, trying to learn everything in one day, trying to become profitable in one day. Give yourself 3 months to build a foundation. Give yourself 6 months to be consistently profitable. Give yourself 9 months to start, making a little bit of income that you can take out of your trading account. It could happen much faster than that, but if you give yourself time, you won't stress about the little things. No problem. Oh yeah, is Ross stuck in the GLS? I don't know why, but I feel like that's like almost at a perfect high. Well, that's a classic Ross breakout trade. But why didn't he cut his losses? That's why I almost don't even know if I believe that. Yep. Thanks, Micah. I'm going to add a little bit more to that. I'm missing the filings. But thanks, man. I know it's short and sweet, but I kind of feel like that's almost perfect. And if you guys want a full in-depth video that took me 2 months to make, check out the crypto one. That's a really, really heavy duty. We dive into a lot of stuff and chart patterns and everything a little bit more. Nice, happy to hear that, Micah. Look at Edit. I gotta say, I'm really surprised with this company. At first, I was like, okay, well, it's popping back up here. This is looking interesting. And then I kind of took my eye off of it. I think I was glancing at it occasionally on the watch list. It's just constantly trending up. The volume isn't that big. It's like way crazy multi-day runner here. I don't know. I didn't feel comfortable trading Edit, so I don't really regret it. But yeah. You know what we're going to do now? Let's actually just go over to some swing trades, and then we could do a daily recap a little bit later. And then I also want to talk about my December stats so far, because the stats are kind of interesting. They really resemble how I'm trading right now, which makes sense. But, sometimes you dive into your stats and you just kind of have a little chuckle because you're just like, well, there it is. And then you also find a few other kind of interesting little trinkets of information from the deposit for half a year or year in percent. Oh man, I have no idea about that. And the reason I don't know about that is because this year was a bit crazy. We did the small account challenge, then we moved money around from there to the Roth account. Then we were day trading the Roth, then we were swing trading the Roth account, and then we were moving money to the unlimited account. And this is the one we started day trading actively. It's hard to give an answer to that, but I make about 150% per month on average based on my average position size. So like last month, my average position size was about $4,000. And we wrapped up with about $8,500 profit. So that was about over a 200% return that month. Yeah, it's always a little bit different. And then we withdraw every month money from this account because I don't need my day trading account to be over a certain amount of money. So it doesn't really matter the amount of money I have in my day trading account. It matters how much money I have in my swing trading account because that's a cash account and we need to have as much money in that account as possible so we can buy more stocks. You know what? We might as well just talk about it now because now we're already talking about it and there's no point to say the same thing twice like 5 minutes later. So yeah, if we just go here to the stats, these stats are for December till now. I have not documented actually, yeah, yesterday is documented. So yeah, $2,800 so far. Here's a bit of the problem so far. Let's go here. My average win is 1.7%. My average loss is -2%. This is the first time I have a kind of negative ratio. The month isn't over yet, so I can't really say that, but this is bad. This means I'm not holding my winners long enough. My total losers is only 14%. My total winners is 82%. So I'm much more. So my win ratio is really high, but my risk reward is bad. Usually this is more like 70%, maybe 64 on a really bad month, and then this is like 2.4, and this is like 1.5, to just give you some ideas. So we got my average position size increased here a little bit to $4,500. Yesterday wasn't too many. Also check out the max consecutive trades. We had 29 green trades in a row. I think that's my new winning. That's the most I think I've ever had. So I've been taking a lot of base hits lately. In December, I pretty much had no home runs. My biggest winning trade is only 5.7%. That's nothing. In the environment that we're seeing right now, that's nothing. So I'm not holding my winners long enough, and I got to work on that. I got to get more aggressive on the breakouts, and I got to hold them a little bit longer, and I got to buy them sooner. I think that's the biggest thing I could learn from my stats right now. So yeah, that's really what I feel like is the big takeaway at the moment. All right, you guys are saying IMP is curling back up. Let's pop that ticker back up on the main screen. Well, it's not curling up that much, is it? Let's see, GLSI. What's this one doing? Yeah, and then just really quickly here, just so you guys know, if you are curious, we have a whole video on November, if you guys haven't seen that already. Got really good feedback for that. But my November stats, I'm just going to throw them up here just so you can compare very quickly. So average position size, $4,000, almost on the dot. Average win, 2.5 compared to 1.9. Total winners in the end was about 67, 68%. So you can see if you times my average position size by 200%, a little bit more, you kind of get the net profit. Usually it's closer to like 100, 150% average position size, or my net profit over my average position size. You know what? That actually would be a good stat to throw in here. So I think I'm going to throw that in on this stat. So I had a lot more swing trades in November though, so there's a lot to dig up. Every month is a little bit different. IMMP having some difficulties. SSPK, I would love to go long this one. Let's see if we have a little bit more of a pullback at one point. Right now it could be on a little bit of a descent, but it's also kind of making higher lows. So this could just be a pennant pattern that's gonna, consolidate here, and eventually it's gonna rip up to the upside past 15, and I'm gonna start crying. We'll see what happens. IMMP is dipping pretty hard. Yep. This is one of those backside flushes where I give back unnecessary profit. TGTX, really solid move here. A little bit of a slow mover, but strong. 8. Impressive, very impressive. Oh yeah, Harley, can you keep us posted on that? Where are you watching it as well? Are you watching that anywhere? So they're discussing about the Pfizer. This is going to probably move the market a little bit, whatever happens. We will reconvene shortly. Okay, well, this is... Regulating Saudi Arabia Pfizer 2 just on Thursday. Saudi Arabia approved it. The UK approved it. Canada approved it. I'm sure there's a bunch of other companies. Yeah, fair enough. Honestly, I mean, I know I'm really not the one to comment on this because I don't have any sort of medical degree or something like that. But I mean, for first, the high risk people definitely need it. And then, you know, if you're a pregnant woman and maybe you're like second, third trimester, or even general, like maybe it's you should be the most careful, right? Totally makes sense. So that's just coming from somebody that has no idea about really vaccines, but totally makes sense. But if I was in the risk group, then I'd be like, give me that vaccine. Wow, this is crazy. Fauci shares the very sad COVID-19 death of his daughter's boyfriend, 32-year-old brother. Youngest daughter's boyfriend's brother, athletic, healthy. I actually have two friends that got coronavirus, and both of them were hospitalized, and they were both my age. So there's, you know, you never know if you're gonna react, how you're gonna react to it. Crazy, Eugene. Thanks for sharing. Yep, I mean, possibly, Aaron, but still, it doesn't mean it's a bit devastating for him. You know, I keep saying that too, BBS. I mean, there's a high chance I've had coronavirus. I mean, I live in a city. I literally just traveled. You know, just going to the grocery store, you can get it, so you never know. Hold on, let's see. Before I get too distracted, I see Sam's wondering if I could check out APXT. One second. One second. Okay. All right. Back to here. They check for blood and coronavirus in the blood. That's interesting. It totally makes sense, though. I mean, totally makes sense. APXT, Technology Acquisition Company. Another sounds like a SPAC. APXT actually sounds familiar. AvePoint talks Microsoft relation. Oh, it's all coming back to me. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, AvePoint. They supply Microsoft with something. No relation. first quarter 2021. Honestly, SPACs have been hot lately. If you fundamentally like the SPAC that, or the company the SPAC might merger with, and you like the board of directors, you like the team behind it, and the SPAC had a big rally and it's consolidating in the low teens, even the break of the teens like 12 or 11, like I don't want to say blindly buy, but lately that has been a very profitable move. So APXT, I don't know enough about it, but that's really advice I would give. Yeah, Till, I don't know. That's really hard to get behind, honestly. I don't know if I could jump on that, but in a weird way, I want to sell ADT so I can buy ABNB because my Roth account is going to be fully allocated soon. It's like horrible. It's such a bad way to think, but like as much as I want to say there's no way that's possible, like the market has been so hot lately, and hot tickers, things that people like, brand names that millennials know, they just fly. They unrealistically fly. And like they got to get that cash from somewhere, and if it's selling another position, I kind of believe it, and then you times that by, you know, a couple of million of people. Could be. It's hard to say, but why would it bring down the overall market if they're buying another company? Well, that company's probably not on the index, so that's probably why. But yeah, I don't know. It's it's such a hard thing to even like jump on that theory. But yeah, like in a weird way, I could see it. I'm going to put APXT on our watch list. It does look really interesting. The sell volume has been really light. That's always a very bullish sign. I don't know if we're going to really see a big sell-off here. But, you know, Q1, you know, they got some time here. APXT might take another 2 months or so before the IPO, or not the IPO, but the merger date. Usually we've been seeing a lot of sell-offs before the merger date, so let's maybe not get super aggressive just yet on it, but keep it in mind. Wow, okay, the final countdown, you too. Wow, that's insane, man. I hope you guys are, hope that comes back very quickly. Or clearly it's not very quickly because it's already been going on for a while, but are there like, what can you do to help that process? Are there like smell exercises, or I mean, I guess nobody really knows, huh? I feel like I'm always saying really silly things about it because I don't understand it fully. Have to regenerate. Okay, fair enough. Smell exercise. The reason I said that is because I was on the when I was in Germany, I was watching like a report on a lady that also couldn't smell, and she was her doctor was like advising her to, like, they had all these like cups of different, I don't know, spices and herbs, essence oil, and then she would have to like, you know, smell one and then like, I don't know, think about it or do something. So I was like, is that like, are there really smell exercises? Is that a thing? Oi, Jeff. That does not sound good. That's very concerning. HYLN, guys, popping off of that double bottom right below 17.5. All right, Eugene, I like that attitude. Mark, you're about to cause a real panic. SLS, I saw that in the Tigran coming out that it's spiking. Super true. Not seeing any news to justify the price action. Sympathy play, maybe. I don't know. It's hard to say. Could keep running. Good support at 850. DM, big sell-off into the morning, but I found some good support. I don't know why this company's doing what it's doing, so combination with Trine Acquisition Corp. So it looks like this company might go have a merger with another, with a SPAC. Yeah, I believe the bottom play was nice. $22.5 looks kind of like a zone that's worth looking at, and it seems like right above that area between 22. All right, 27. Sorry, not 22. And then 25. Keep a close eye on those three levels. They all look kind of interesting. You know what? Sorry, DM. It's a merger, so this price action's not necessarily relevant. Yep. Let me remove all the analysis I just did. This is a new company right here, so this stopped trading on the 1st January 25th, 2019. Sorry about that, guys. I just realized that. I was like, wait a second. This was just a merger. So you can't really evaluate the price action here. This could be really good, honestly. Good for putting this on our radar. I'll put it on our watch list. These 20 zones lately on the SPAC mergers have been absolutely wild. Looks like it already is on our watch list. if you like I said before, honestly, if you like the company, if you like the board, if it's in even a remotely hot sector, it seems like just buying, going long, and holding for a few weeks is almost like an unbeatable strategy lately with SPACs, which is such a not really something that I just want to be like advising, but I haven't really been doing it myself, but every time it would have worked. So I don't know. Let's go back to the top gainers here. We got IMMP trying to crawl back up. We have AI, little consolidation here, nice little double bottom, breaking back above the 90 EMA. This could be a continuation for this ticker. We got GLSI, a lot of consolidation. TGTX still rallying. Man, this company, I was not expecting that. Edit, finally pulling back a little bit, but having a reversal. SSPK, really getting tight in this pennant pattern, guys. I really don't like trading pennants, so I probably won't be touching SSPK. I would like to swing trade this one. This is a cannabis SPAC. So right now, SSPK, Silver Spike Acquisition Corp, is a SPAC looking to take the company WM Holdings, which is a company that does cannabis infrastructure, IT infrastructure, and a few other things public. A software services provider for the cannabis industry. There you see it. Yeah, kind of interesting. Look at this. UTSI at below 1.8. Keep an eye on that. We'll have around $100 million of cash on hand after closing, company said. That's a beautiful place to be for the cannabis industry. So I think SSPK could be a really good swing trade. So I'm going to keep an eye on this one. It's also in our cannabis watch list for now. So added that to our watch list. And you know what? I didn't highlight this one, but I'm highlighting it now. Let's go back to UTSI. This one's really selling off quite aggressively, not really holding its highs. UTSI in the past never really held its highs so well, and it doesn't have a catalyst today. So I'm not really surprised this one's selling off. This is the one we actually had the loser on after we dip bought it. So let's actually start with UTSI on a quick little recap here, since I'm already talking about it. So a little bit of a midday recap. I'm up right now. Let me go to my day trading account. I'm up right now $492. We were up around $600, but then we gave back 110 on UTSI. A little bit unfortunate there. We're over 10% of our average position size, like we were talking before when we were going over the stats. Right now, my average position size as of yesterday is $4.5 thousand. So we're up over 10% of that. So that's a good day. To me, that's always a good day. With UTSI, I didn't have a catalyst. The daily chart was looking pretty nasty. I wasn't really super stoked to trade this one, and I knew there was a lot of flushes here that are always like 10% plus. So when this ticker sold off here, I didn't want to buy the pullback to 2.3. I waited for this pullback to VWAP, and I was like, okay, this is actually looking kind of good. Kept on selling off, and then eventually cut my losses here. But I used the smaller size, and that helped me reduce my losses a little bit. So that was kind of good. As you see, it was a good thing I cut my losses because, now it's down another like 18% from where I cut my losses, down pretty much 27% from the highs. So, you got to cut your losses, and I think that's what I did well. With IMMP, we're up $600. IMMP, this was the winner on the day. This was the lead gapper. This one had all the energy. And you can see here, I only did a few trades on IMMP. I totally sandbagged. I did not get aggressive on IMMP remotely as much as I should have. I also traded it here in this area, but it's not showing up on TD Ameritrade right now. Let's really quickly review this one just a little bit more. Where's my post? One sec. Friday. Wait. Oh, man, today's not Friday. Today's Thursday. Well, that's confusing. Sorry about that, guys. I put Thursday. Okay, I gotta correct that. Thursday. Pretty much everyone watching the stream right now is probably extremely confused, no? Wait, nobody mentioned that. Why did nobody mention that? You guys are probably all laughing. Oh, wait, I called the stream Thursday. I just called my watch list Friday. Okay, well, that makes me feel a little bit better. Okay, that would have been a huge mess up. So yeah, this company, $46 million, flowed $100 million market cap, Australian biotech, Chinese partner EOC Pharma to start phase 2 breast cancer study. They also had some really good breast cancer results coming in. We had GLSI with some really good cancer news. So really good to see this kind of catalyst. You know, it's like a really nice catalyst to hear, but it's also good micro news specific to the company. So if we just go to our checklist, which you can get under tradejournal.co/connect, this one really fits the bill. It has a float under 50 million, has a catalyst, has strong spike history. If we go back to IMMP, we have these these little spikes here. Not all of them are that great, but it has that spike history. So IMMP checks there. Good daily room to run for sure. IMMP, had these huge levels and we're over 180-day moving average. I love the possible upside on this ticker. That's what made me so excited. Fast rate of change without a question. Price between $2 and $7. Holding highs above VWAP. Oh my God, of course. Look at it pre-market. There's VWAP, the purple line, and we're just trending right above it. Never really pulled back more than 25% of pre-market highs. Well, there was many pre-market highs, and we did pull back sometimes, but around 15% here and there, but never 25 plus. So that was really good. Ideally up 40% pre-market. Well, this thing was up, 200%. So over traded pre-market. This is the one thing that, was a check or an X that made me a little bit nervous. And that's why into the market open, I was at first kind of cautious here, but I knew that when this didn't dip below 675 and it didn't keep selling off, I knew this was a hot ticker. And that's why I traded this pullback. I traded this attempt to break out. This one didn't work. I took a small loss here. So yeah, that's why we're getting aggressive on IMMP. So far, it's not, it's not just going into Neverland. It could easily keep pulling back into the low to mid fives, 5.5 or something like that before seeing bigger support, maybe in the low fives. For now, it's having a bit of a double top here, a lot of resistance under VWAP. I'm not sure if we're going to break above that just yet. I think a lot of people are going to be taking their eyes off of IMMP pretty soon. They're going to be watching the Airbnb IPO. So, I just saw 1AP Pro wondering when that's going to IPO. I think it's probably going to be IPOing around noon. Yesterday, Dash IPO'd at 12.50 or 12.42, and it's kind of up to the SEC when they finish all their filing paperwork. And then, they go on to the NASDAQ, I believe they're listing, and probably some more formalities there. So we'll see what happens. Maybe we could even watch it. We take a little break and then we watch it. LPCN is being called out. We could check that out a little bit. So yeah, my I don't know if I'm going to be trading IMMP anymore. I really want to, but until we see some momentum coming back, I'm not going to be trading this one. If we see a move back to 7, guys, I just want to do a quick little warning. Probably pretty decent chance that we might flush if we hit 7, because last time we hit 7, big resistance here and we flushed, and we see that usually that kind of price action repeat itself. So be a little bit careful if we have a move to 7 and you're trying to buy a $7 breakout to, let's say, 8 or something like that. Just be very careful. So yeah, that's pretty much the midday recap. Let's see what's being called out here on LPCN. Ooh, yeah, good call here. Nice move. Good action. Price target increase to 3. Ugh, really don't like that catalyst. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, that catalyst is a bit of like a delayed mixed shelf offering. Man, there's a lot of stuff on this ticker I'm not super stoked about. We did break out of the yesterday's engulfing candle. Well, actually, yeah, we did. I don't really see this breaking past 1.7, to be honest. I don't know. I might be wrong. This could be at the end of its run. I don't know. I'd be a little bit careful, guys, with LPCN right now. SSPK. Nice breakout there. Good volume. Woohoo! Tentative. Gotcha, Wild Boys. No, I want SSPK. This is the ticker I want. So painful to see this thing running. I have my order at like 1270 on my swing trading account. Good breakout there. Yeah, a lot of teen companies, huh? %10 move from the low. Very impressive. Let's see if we can watch this one a little bit longer. What's it gonna do? I don't know. If you guys haven't done so already, consider dropping a like. I really do appreciate that. And if you're totally new, definitely consider subscribing. We'd love to see you guys again. Bigger community we all benefit from and learn from. That was a really strong breakout. SSPK is one of the lead gappers today. Really decent dollar volume. IMMP breaking out, guys. Watching it on my second screen. Watching SSPK on my first screen with you guys. Entry at 676, small size on IMMP. May average down to this one if we get a chance. Cracking 76 bit here. Long at second size. Maybe we'll get a bit of continuation. I'm looking for the crack of 7. Breakout trade, looking for the crack of 7. Did have a failed move there though. Possible break of 7, 675. Could do another entry. Probably won't. Holding its highs okay. literally as I say that. Getting a little choppy here in this area, 655. Kind of a decent size, so that's why I'm a little bit, want to manage this position okay. Possible break. Giving back a lot of profits right now. I'm not a big fan of that. Like this trade. Selling, cutting losses here. Giving back a lot of profits right now. A little bit unfortunate, but that's trading for you. So is what it is. Can we get a move back above 65? That's what I'm waiting for. Just waiting. There's 65 cracking. Out of this one, say, gave back some profits there. I'm only up now, I don't know, 200 bucks or so. Yeah, 300 bucks. Was up 500 bucks, not a big deal. I could have maybe got aggressive with full size, took my 1% win, moved on. That's how I have been trading, right? So now I try to hold a little bit longer. It didn't really work out. Now it's actually popping back up here a little bit. Is what it is. So that's unfortunate, but I think that was a good opportunity. So I'm not really too upset about that. It was a good opportunity. We went for it. Didn't work this time. SSPK, nice little bounce here off the 9 EMA, but I don't think I would have traded this one. Kind of a slow mover, but some opportunity there as well. Yeah, so let's see. IMMP still selling off here. So it was good we cut our losses. You got to manage your risk, guys. That's always the most important part. Lost about 20 cents a share on that one, I think. Yeah, 20 cents a share. So, yeah. We went from... Yeah, there's about a $200 loss. We were up 600 bucks on IMMP. Now we're only up 200 bucks. I mean, yeah, 400 bucks. I'm thinking, should we... Man, this could take like another 2 hours. I was thinking we could live stream the Airbnb IPO, but I think that might last about 2 hours or so until that happens. Let's maybe review some more swing trades and let's go from there. I'll be right back. Jeff says the cannabis community is excited about SSPK. That's good. One second, guys. Jared. Yeah, seriously. Oh, nice. PLNHF. Man, tickers with 5 letters or more always freak me out a little bit. Well, John, now you can join it again through investments. That's a beautiful thing, huh? Again, I'm waiting for SSPK to come below 13. I don't know if it's going to happen. I should have maybe just went long into the open there. That probably would have been a really, really good way to go about SSPK. But then I probably would have ended up day trading it. So that's probably a reason why I didn't. So IMMP looking like it's having a failed breakout again. I really thought we were going to get like a little bit last little push to the upside here to 7. I think that's why I was a little bit more aggressive on buying a dip here, but yeah. IMMP looks like it had a fake out, try to have a reversal back above VWAP, and now it's selling off. Thoughts on GIK? Let's see. Giga Capital 3. Is this a SPAC as well? I feel like everything's a SPAC nowadays. I could almost just assume. Looks like pipe deals, maybe. So this is a company that sponsors other SPAC companies. Oh my lord. It's like the back end of SPACs. My lord. I don't know much about this company. It seems though the growing trend is SPACs in the low double digits. $11, $12, $13 seems like a great place to just buy a SPAC if it has any sort of momentum around it. So I don't know. That's probably my feedback there on this one. it's getting a little bit crazy out here with SPACs. It's a SPAC for SPACs, pretty much. I haven't looked at BLNK in a little bit, so let's actually go ahead and check it out. Nice bounce off of 20. This is actually where I originally was thinking about buying it again. Look at that sell volume really falling off a cliff, and then whack, nice entry there. Something tells me we got a little bit more consolidation going on here, maybe. Big question is, are we going to have that breakout at one point here? That's probably the price to watch. Right now, we're nice little bounce off the 90 EMA. Nice move higher here. I would probably, knowing myself, take profits in this area already, but I don't know. Laser is down a little bit, getting close to that 30 zone. Really want to see crack of 33. I'm not sure if we're going to see it. Volume's been fading. IMMP starting to sell off here. AI selling off. GLSI really kind of holding this area though. SSPK. I wonder if we're going to get a better entry on this at one point. SLS trying to pop back up. My issue with this company is just like that general lack of news. For us, Rick, we've actually just been kind of compiling a list of SPACs as they kind of pop up on our scanners. But you could probably just Google like hot SPACs and, X vertical, like, I don't know, in EVs, in cannabis space, in whatever. Well, Alfie, we have traded Tesla before, but Tesla's one of those classic tickers that just like Apple, just like Amazon, I generally think they're going to be around for quite some time. And, looking back 2-3 years from now, there's going to be one thought in my head, and that thought's going to be, I wish I just bought. So just like Pfizer that we were talking about before, this is one of those companies that I just want to invest into, put it in my long-term account, and not really think about so much on a daily basis. I think there's better stuff to swing trade. There's hot momentum where you can make 30, 40, 50, 100, 200% holding a stock for a month or two, sometimes even less. And then there's day trading, right? So I want to kind of focus on which category does this stock belong into for me personally based on my strategy, right? Yeah, of course there's huge money to be made on Tesla intraday moves, and if you like day trading Tesla, then go for it. I'll never tell someone not to trade something. But for me, I'd rather trade, the small caps that we're trading. I see a lot more upside potential in those. Yeah, JP Morgan did come out with an insane price target. I remember hearing about that. A very, very aggressive one. FSR kind of falling into some interesting zones. I'm not a big fan of the increase in sell volume. That's not too nice. Let's see what this guy says. All electric SUV. 19 for a ride. So that's below. Our price target for our ID is like 16.7. So GLSI is too unpredictable for me to trade, so I'm not trading it. Let's see. This is a price target for me on FSR, a little bit lower here. We're big support. If we crack the 15, I could see myself going long FSR. The LDR is down just a bit. Maybe I'll move this down, so if we crack this area and go below 18, then I'll really start accumulating this one at 1781. Not sure if that's going to happen, but at least, if it does, we'll have a little bit even better entry. John, that's funny. You could be both. Does that mean, Jared, that... What does that mean? Tell me what that means. This was a bit of a cracked momentum on QS. I really don't think I could buy QS here in these areas. James, that's my big problem right now with Airbnb. It's like I really want to trade it and invest into it on IPO day, but there's no way. It just keeps on getting oversubscribed, so I'm not going to trade it, or I'm not going to invest in it. Probably over $100. I really want to be buying below $90 on Airbnb. I think long term, it's going to be a very shaky road. With the next quarterly results coming out, because right now they just posted their best one. And if you guys watched the Meet Kevin video I posted in the Discord, he was talking about the company even coming out with a disclaimer that their next quarterly results are going to be really bad. So just like prepare for that. So the fact that they even came out with a disclaimer was I don't think I want to buy an oversubscribed Airbnb IPO when most likely in the next 2 or 3 months it will have some sort of rounded bottom where we can enter into. So it's kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah. Yeah, let's actually look at Dash. Yeah, I mean, well, it's hard to say, Eugene, because Dash is actually holding its size pretty okay. I mean, it pretty much IPO'd or went public at 182 in the end of the day. Did sell off only 10%, and now it's only down 2% of the open. So it's actually not too bad at the moment. So if Airbnb dips 10%, maybe it's also a good time to buy it. XRP, like the cryptocurrency. I'll do something I haven't done in a long time on this channel, and that's pull up TradingView. Here we go. Wow, nice move on XPR. Actually, I wasn't watching XPR, and this move really caught me off guard. 200% rally, huge move there. I honestly not really the one to give any feedback on this ticker because I haven't been following it, so I don't know. I don't know what the news is on XPR. Crypto potato. That's funny. Let's see here. What is this Spark airdrop? XPR holders are eligible for upcoming SPRK token airdrop. The community is getting excited about the event. Maybe that's why they're up just a bit, but 200+% can't be the overall reason for that. Well, I guess that's a big reason for maybe the rally. Or not a big reason, but definitely a reason for the rally. I have a hard time commenting on XPR. I haven't been following it. But this was a pretty interesting move here. Big spike to the upside with some really strong volume that we haven't been seeing on this stock for quite some time. Last time we had a big move to the upside, it didn't really hold the highs so well. It ended up really kind of giving back all of that over time. Again, I don't know. I'd have to do more research into it. But it looks like, buying around 0.52 or so, hoping to kind of snack some lows and then selling into any rips is actually not a bad idea. So XPR, that could be one way to treat this ticker a little bit. I gotta say, after trading small caps again, I look at crypto and I'm like, man, this stuff moves so slow. But yeah, XPR it's a big market cap. Nice, Tyler. I don't think if you hold XRP, you're going to get in Webull or Robinhood, you're going to get any airdrop. I don't think. I think you're going to have to hold it in something in your own wallet, or you're going to have to hold it maybe on Binance or something like that. Yeah. I'm not saying crypto is not volatile. I'm more saying day trading, intraday trading on crypto is very slow compared to day trading small caps at the open. I really do like that, because when you day trade crypto, and I did this for years, you're kind of waiting for a move that randomly at some random point of day will happen, and then it goes up maybe 5-10% if it's a big move. Otherwise, it's up like 0.5%, it's down up 0.5%. It's just like it's hard to day trade compared to small caps. Hey. Yeah, Evan, and the feeds are super high. So yeah, I mean, we're pretty much done with day trading today. The only thing is I'm gonna have a bit of a break here, and maybe we'll go back for the Airbnb, or at the very minimum, I'll be in the Discord, guys, for the Airbnb IPO. That should be kind of interesting. So yeah, I mean, we've been pretty much done trading here for the last 30 minutes or so, just kind of like going through questions and seeing what you guys are up to. Yeah, I mean, super right. Coinbase is way too expensive. It's actually like it should be a freaking illegal almost how much these guys charge. But hey, it's a free market and they can do what they want. People still use Coinbase because the features and user interface is very nice. So they can charge what they want. But if they make it too high, more people go to Binance, which is also kind of expensive. Yeah, crypto it's an expensive game to play for sure. eToro, they take the spread, so they don't have fees like outright, but the spread will murder you. So be very careful with eToro. They always advertise this whole free trading, but it's really not free. I think you'll end up paying potentially more on eToro. I haven't done a proper comparison, but when I read the terms, I almost pooped myself. All right, guys, let's go ahead and wrap it up here. And yeah, I'll see you guys at the very minimum in the Discord channel. So that's going to be good fun. Remember, if you want to learn more, go to tradejournal.co/connect, and you can see all the information there. So yeah, the Discord is right here when you scroll down. We'll probably, if I enter the Airbnb IPO, you guys can pretty much bet that I will. I'll put it in the Discord. So yeah, Nice little trading day today. Unfortunately, I gave back half my profits in the last 2 trades. So I don't know. It seems to be going theme right now in the last 2 days, which is a bit unfortunate. But all right, guys, I'll see you again maybe later today, probably in the Discord for sure, and then definitely tomorrow morning, no matter what. Green is still green. Yep. Little mistakes there, huh? All right, guys. Thanks, Harley. Don't forget to drop a like on the way out, guys. I'll see you later. Stay safe. Make some awesome trades. Peace out, guys.